And employment in many sub-Saharan African countries has young people especially, thinking of new ways to make a living. In Uganda, a young woman is taking a lead in business to help local people put food on their table. Africa 54's Esther Githui-Ewart is in the studio to tell us more. Esther.
That's right, Vincent. Miriam is a young entrepreneur who is keen on promoting domestic and international tourism and says it's an enjoyable venture that boosts the country's economy and benefits its citizenry. Miriam Kyasiimire runs the Kagera Safaris tour and travel company. She says her goal is to ensure every tourist dollar spent in Uganda benefits the locals.
It's not just another tour company. It's a tour company that is committed to seeing the tourism dollar come down to the communities so that the communities also are able to benefit.
This young entrepreneur wants to see more Ugandans visiting different regions of the country where they can learn from each other and also appreciate the beauty within their borders.
It just moves money from one area to another. And right now, starting last year, the Uganda Tourism Board has been working on what we call domestic tourism. And every time I have my friends and take them around on a tour, they're always like, is this Uganda? I'm like, yeah, this is your country.
She wonders why Ugandans would spend money to tour faraway parts of the world when there's so much beauty at home as well as neighboring East African countries.
When a Ugandan moves from Kampala and moves, let's say, to Kabale, that's also transfer of money from Kampala to Kabale. But then they get to appreciate their country and they're more patriotic actually after that. They're like, we didn't know we had these beautiful places. We didn't know we had these beautiful islands on Lake Victoria.
And after visiting the US, Miriam says she has a new vision for Uganda and sees her native country from a different perspective.
And seeing the impression that people have of Uganda, that's something I want to change. That people would come to Uganda and experience the true and real Uganda as opposed to what they read in the news or what they watch on TV that is sometimes not a representative of what Uganda is.
For those who would like to visit Uganda, she has some suggestions for sites that will take your breath away.
You have to go to Jinja and see source of the Nile. That is a must-see. You have to go to Makshon Falls and look at those, when the Nile is compressed into a 7-meter gorge and see how those, the falls, they are very powerful. You'd want to go on a boat safari and experience the animals coming down to drink and, all that. I would say go to Lake Bunyonyi, very beautiful, down in the corner with near Congo and Rwanda. That's a place you have to visit. And I'd say visit Mbale, look at the hills and hike up the Mount Elgon.
This young entrepreneur is also involved in youth mentorship, helping them see that it is possible to start a business with available resources, no matter how limited. Indeed, every African country is unique, from the landscape to the peoples and their diverse cultures. And what Africa needs is connectivity from one country to another to ensure domestic and intra-Africa tourism thrives. Vincent?
Thank you very much. Now, we want to know what you think about Africa 54 and the stories we cover. Join the conversation on Facebook. The address is Africa 54. Check out our headlines at 24/7 on voaafrica.com. Let me know what you would like us to feature. Find me on Twitter at VOA Vince McCory.